We are currently in negotiation, honorable members, with the mining houses in the area of Sekhukhune to assist us with the erection of a state-of-the-art soccer stadium in that area. We hope we will be successful in those negotiations. And if we are successful, Honorable Minister, then Sekhukhune United will come back and play in Sekhukhune. In the 2022 State of the Province address, I made commitments about rehabilitation and upgrading of roads in the province. I can now confirm that these projects have since been completed. And they include the rehabilitation of the 11 kilometers of road D1589 from Gakgobokanang to Ramakgato and Difriede in the Capricorn district. The rehabilitation of road D2537 from Pench in the Sekhukhune district. The rehabilitation of road D11 from Gamamaila Kulobetona connecting the R81 in the Mopani district is complete. To ensure the entire D11 is in a good condition, we have also appointed another contractor for phase 3 in November 2022. When phase 3 is completed, the entire D11 will be in a good condition to ensure that the districts of Mopani and Vembe are connected. The rehabilitation of road D3840 from Giani to Polokwane, to Palabora, in the Mopani district, is at 67% completion. I can confirm that phase 1 of this project has been completed. We have recently appointed a contractor for phase 2. I would also like to announce that we have made significant progress on the other projects that I pronounced on the 2022 SOPA. We have completed the construction of Bridge 6118 in Makuleke, 116, sorry. We completed rehabilitation on road D3200 Levaka to Mhlabaneng. Phase 2 of the rehabilitation of the 30 kilometers of road D4 Elim to Malamulela has reached practical completion. We have seen that the condition of the road from N1 to Elim is in a dire state. We appointed a contractor to do major rehabilitation on that road. The rehabilitation of flood-damaged roads. Road D4240 from Ma7 in Sekhukhune is at 70% completion. Phase 1 of the rehabilitation of 40 kilometers of road D1483, Musina to Pond Drift in Bembe, is complete. We have appointed another contractor for phase 2, who is currently at 75% progress. Upon completion of phase 2, we will appoint another contractor for phase 3 to ensure the road leading to Mapungube Nature Park is in good condition. We have completed the upgrading of road D2922, road D2919 from Kierom to Chikanoshi in Sekhukhune. Madam Speaker and honorable members, in the same speech, I pronounced on the appointment of contractors by the end of 2022. I would like to give a progress report as well in that regard. Following the completion of designs for Road D4180, Atok Mine to Raslepe to Mudimulle, the construction work will commence in the next financial year, 2023-2024. Designs have also been completed for Road D4260, Malope to Pokwani in Sekhukhune, and the construction work will commence in the next financial year. The construction work for D4090 and D4093, D4094, D4096, Malimati roads in Capricorn District will commence in the next financial year. Finally, the construction work of D4199 Appel at Gankwana to D190 in Sekhukhune District will commence in the next financial year. In the same vein, we have prioritized other roads in the province. And to this end, contractors have been appointed already for Road D3278, Blowback Hospital to Buffelshoek in Capricorn. Road 3561, Sekgole 1 and Sekgole 2, Masebe Nature Reserve to N1 to N11, Waterval in Waterberg. D3669 Mabunga Access Road in Vembe, D3734 Chachama Road in Mupani, D3436, D3428, D5008 Gamshwane, Gametlwane to Gamutwana in Capricorn, D3248 Tapane Access to Nwamita in Mupani, D4283 Dlenkawi to Malaka in Sekhukhune, D3671 Musekwa to Maranikwa in Bembe, and the upgrading of the 10-kilometer road, D4109 from Mamatonya to road D885 in Capricorn District. Contractors have already appointed for those roads. I would like to further mention that 83 maintenance and rehabilitation projects will be attended to in the province to fix the ailing road network in the 2023-2024 financial year. I think honorable members will agree with me that this current weather, this current climate is not doing justice to our roads. The other problem that we are facing is the infrastructure network when it comes to freight. We need to seriously, Honorable Minister, consider the issue of rail lines, developing rail lines. For as long as we don't have that, we will always continue reacting to potholes. And in most instances, we cry, Lord, I'm also glad to announce that we have appointed 41 engineering consultants to design roads in all 5 districts of our province. The designs are expected to be completed over a period of 12 months. This forward planning approach will help us ensure that whenever funds are available for construction, we implement without waiting for designs to be completed. Water provisioning is high on the agenda of this government. During the State of the Province address last year, we presented a detailed report about progress and challenges regarding water supply in Limpopo. Major projects for water resource development will be implemented by the Department of Water and Sanitation. These include the rising of the Tsanin Dam wall, Olifants water resource development, Musina Makado SEZ bulk water supply, and Nandoni water treatment works. There is already a plan with time frames for all these projects. And I must also confirm to you, Hosi Nwamito, that even the Nwamito Dam is in the plans. We have already agreed with the Department of Water and Sanitation that it will be built. I think the date is 2024, talking under correction. I am pleased that during our engagement with the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Minister Senzo Mklun, it was agreed that we have to expedite these bulk water infrastructure projects, especially the Nandoni Nsami bulk water pipeline, Giani Water Treatment Phase 1, Giani Water Services, and the Loskop Regional Bulk Water Supply. This we must do without hesitation because the people of Giani have been waiting for a very long time for water. They must drink water before the end of this financial year. I am happy that Mopani District Municipality did not wait for the pipeline to be completed. They have just appointed contractors to commence with the work of laying infrastructure for reticulation. This will assist us that as soon as the bulk services is completed, we're not waiting for reticulation to take place. That system will talk to the already implemented, thanks to the district municipality. Municipal infrastructure development is a key enabler for growth and development. We expect our municipalities to invest more in the development and maintenance of water sanitation, electricity, and road infrastructure. In the past years, our municipalities were performing above expectations in municipal infrastructure grant spending. The COVID-19 pandemic impacted the municipal infrastructure granting spending negatively. Nevertheless, there are still municipalities which have performed well regarding their municipal infrastructure grant. And this include Maruleng Municipality, which is top at 91.2%. Ephraim Mogale Municipality comes second at 80.9%. And Elias Mutswaledi Municipality comes third at 72.1%. Honorable members, this is not mere spending. It is most importantly infrastructure development and maintenance, which involves the provision of work, the provision of jobs as well. It is also worth noting that the municipal infrastructure grant was allocated to other important infrastructure development projects besides just water. A total of 25 kilometers local access streets has been added into provincial road networks. 8 community services projects were completed. The community facilities constructed include community halls, sports facilities, cemeteries, and high mast lights. One bulk water project was completed in the Capricorn District Municipality to benefit 2,745 households. That is 2,745 households. By the end of the financial year, municipalities have spent 2.8 billion rands. That amounts to 92.3% of the total municipal infrastructure grants allocation. This is a very important milestone when it comes to the performance of municipalities. Because in the past, they were performing below us, 60%, 70%, and below that. This, of course, I must say, are encouraging signs, and I therefore call on the municipalities to sustain this momentum. Madam Speaker, underspending and completion of water and sanitation projects remains another challenge in municipalities. We have noted that access to water has declined by 9.4% between 2015 and 2021. This is from 78.8% to 69.4%. This has mainly been caused by aging infrastructure, affecting sustainable and reliable water supply, as well as by changes in climate conditions or climatic conditions. However, there was a 4.5% increase in sanitation between 2015 and 2021. We have since encouraged municipalities that are water service authorities to utilize a portion of their municipal infrastructure grant to refurbish or replace aging infrastructure. We shall continue to align all these projects through the previous Intergovernmental Relations Forum so that the district development model can shape the manner in which we provide services to our people. Madam Speaker, government has since developed a turnaround strategy to address the human settlement portfolio, which has been a great concern to us because of its performance. The implementation of the strategy is already yielding results, and the current level of performance in the delivery of housing units is now at 3,881, excluding the 35 units delivered through the finance-linked individual subsidy program. We envisage that the Human Settlement Development Grant budget allocation, mainly earmarked to deliver 4,975 housing units in 6,055 sites, will create housing opportunities for 3,150 qualifying job seekers. Today, we have another good reason to celebrate, Madam Speaker. There is no doubt that our journey towards our target of 80% grade 12 pass rate is well on track. The class of 2022 has shown us that it is doable. Through resilience and dedication, the grade 12 class of 2022 has attained 72.1% pass rate. Now, this, honorable members, represents 5.4% improvement from 2021. And as the Minister of Education has said, Limpopo is the second most improved province in the country. What a milestone. Limpopo set a new metric record in 2022. It improved the number of candidates who obtained bachelor passes from over 28,000, which was 26.7% in 2021, to approximately 33,000 bachelor passes. To team education, under the Honorable MEC Mabunguluruli Ramakanya and all the stakeholders, Limpopo says to you, thank you once more. There is no doubt that the intervention plan we adopted at the Education Endeavor that I convened last year has made a huge impact. We must therefore intensify the implementation of this plan. Madam Speaker, school infrastructure remains high on the agenda of this provincial government. And it is a prerequisite for conducive learning environment. To this effect, the province will build an additional 150 classrooms in the next financial year. This will go a long way towards reducing classroom backlogs at our schools. On the other hand, we have made great strides in addressing the challenge of schools with appropriate sanitation facilities. The next phase is to attend to those schools that have inadequate sanitations. About 150 public works, about 150 of such schools will be provided with additional sanitation facilities over the next medium-term expenditure framework. Honorable members, in keeping with the dictates of the fourth industrial revolution and demands of the knowledge economy, the project of providing our learners and educators with appropriate ICT resources is well on track. In the previous financial years, we provided grade 1 and 8 learners with tablets and their educators with laptops. There is still a lot of work we need to do to complete the shift, including of building learning and teaching interactivity on the e-learning platform and securing digital connectivity across the province. Similarly, we recognize the critical role that the early childhood development program plays. Cabinet took a decision to transfer this function to the Department of Education with effect from the 1st of April, 2022. We have since put in place systems to ensure that 105,000 children aged 0 to 4 years access registered ECD programs in community-based centers throughout the province. Honorable members, today we are in what is known commonly as the post-COVID-19 pandemic era. It is worth noting that more than 2.5 million people above the age of 12 have been vaccinated in Limpopo. We invited those who are vaccinated against COVID-19 to vaccinate. In the same breath, the fight against HIV, AIDS, TB, and malaria continues. Through vaccination of children, we have also made significant strides in our continued fight against measles. We therefore encourage parents to make sure that our children are vaccinated against measles. I think honorable members will agree with me that the province performed splendidly when it comes to our combating of the COVID-19 pandemic in this province. And thanks to you, MEC Honorable Ramatu. Continue with the good work. And I want to say to the people of Limpopo that when I appointed Honorable Ramaphosa, I did not appoint her to come and practice as a doctor. I appointed her to come and become a politician and practice as a politician. Anyone who think differently, ke tša gage tšeo. Honorable members, we are honorable members, and I'm interested to know her qualifications.
Honorable member.
We are very excited that finally the long-awaited Limpopo Academic Hospital is going to be constructed this year. The Minister of Finance yesterday announced in Parliament that the construction of this 488-bed hospital will begin next month, this coming month. Of particular importance is that this massive project will not only help towards improving the provision of health services in the province, but will also create jobs and business opportunities for our people during the post-construction. Earlier this month, honorable members and honorable Speaker, Turkey and Syria experienced a devastating earthquake. No less than 46,000 lives were lost, whilst many are still unaccounted for. On behalf of the people of Limpopo, I convey our heartfelt condolences to all the families that lost their loved ones. Please allow me to take this opportunity to applaud the 5 members of the Limpopo Emergency Medical Services Rescue Team who volunteered to go to Turkey and Syria to help with their expertise and services. They are a true resemblance of what has always defined us: solidarity with the fellow people during the time of despair. Honorable members, the province realized the decrease of road fatalities up to the third quarter of 2022-2023 financial year by 1.8%. 179 fatalities were reported. For the same period during 2021-2022, 226 fatalities were reported. Fatalities dropped significantly by 47, which converts to 20.8%. Most of the victims were the pedestrians, followed by passengers. Just a few days ago, we sadly witnessed a horrific accident on the N1 in Makhado municipality, where we lost 22 people. We sent our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and wished speedy recovery to those who were injured. In my consultative meetings with stakeholders prior to this address, the South African Council of Churches had impressed upon the need to convene a prayer session in response to this and other fatalities. To that effect, I have directed the MEC for Transport and Community Safety to work together with the faith-based organization to convene a provincial prayer day before the end of March 2023 I have no doubt that we need to come together with all organs of civil society, converge under one roof to develop a social compact. Underpinning this social compact should be a commitment to confront these social ills that afflict humanity. Gender-based violence and femicide, as well as other forms of crime that continue to rear their ugly heads in our public life, must be the highlights of this envisaged social compact. Honorable members, last year, we recommitted ourselves to make life very difficult for criminals, especially those who wish to use Limpopo as a haven for their nefarious activities. This was largely because peace and stability have always been defining features of our province. However, as of December 2022, the province experienced an increase in various categories of crime. The total number of crime statistics reported at that time was 242, which was an increase from the previous statistics. There is, however, a notable decrease in reported cases of both sexual offenses and attempted sexual offenses. This indicates that the province, through SAPS and other partners in the safety and security cluster, are confronting the gender-based violence head-on. Whilst noting this provincial decrease, we are concerned that incidents of gender-based violence continue to rise in Thohoyandou, Mankweng, Seshego, and Giyani. For us to win the battle against gender-based violence, we need everyone to play their part. Last year, there were a number of intersectoral campaigns through face-to-face, print and electronic media in an effort to intensify our fight against crime. All districts held dialogues wherein NGOs, traditional leaders, interdenominational and sector departments participated. This platform has brought about a renewed commitment to fight crime on the part of our people. We shall therefore put mechanisms in place to ensure that departmental coordination and stakeholder collaborations are strengthened. We continue to enjoy cordial relationship with the institution of traditional leadership in the province. In this regard, we appreciate the work done by the traditional leaders in the resumption of the initiation schools after a 2-year break. In line with the new legislation, the Traditional Leadership and Cohesion Act, the traditional leaders fully participated in the Provincial Initiation Coordinating Committee. This committee, which has since been established, is charged with the responsibility of coordinating and ensuring the smooth running of initiation schools. Madam Speaker, last year, we made a commitment to commence with the construction work at some traditional councils' offices. I am pleased to report on the progress we have made in this regard. The construction work is well underway at Bakoniba Matlala in Capricorn District, Rapahlelo in Mopani District, Bakoniba Matsipe in Sekhukhune District, Manoke in Sekhukhune District. The construction sites at Dabana in Vembe District and Majeje in Mopani District have been established. I am also pleased to confirm that the Mogashwa Traditional Council offices, which have encountered some problems in its initial stage, has now been completed. Madam Speaker, it is worth mentioning that we have set aside a budget to purchase motor vehicles for senior traditional leaders in the next financial year. These motor vehicles will enable traditional leaders to carry out their work as they lead our communities. The institution of traditional leaders also has a role to play in the continued reconstruction and development of our country. It is in this context that I call on all municipalities to work closely with traditional leaders on issues of rural economic development. Nevertheless, of concern to us is the continued referral of traditional leaders' disputes to courts of law. Bamshate magosharena, tabachamshate adiraruleng bamshate. Retroeleng wodisha di court. Tabachamshate, we have got our customary way of resolving our disputes. Kamshat. If redumela tabacharena chamshate di ya di court, ditlo felletsa di ritswa di atleng. Honorable members, last year, we recommitted ourselves to acknowledge the pivotal role played by our military veterans in the struggle for freedom and democracy in our country. We know and understand that the plight and the welfare of the military veterans is in our collective responsibility. It is our collective responsibility. Following the consultative visit by the Deputy President of the Republic and the subsequent establishment of the Provincial Interministerial Task Team, we began the process of implementing deliverables aimed at improving the living conditions of our military veterans. Honorable Speaker, it was against that background that I have subsequently directed MECs to put specific departmental plans in place to support military veterans. The Department of Sports, Arts and Culture has specifically been directed to profile historical contributions made by the military veterans towards the liberation of our country. What you would call liberation route, Honorable Speaker, has to be developed. And the Honorable MEC for Treasury has assured me that he will make funds available for that. The provincial government has made significant inroads towards the building of a capable, ethical, and developmental state. As part of this important journey, we committed ourselves to fight against corruption in government, wastage, and mismanagement of public resources. During the State of the Province last year, we gave a report to this August House on the work of Special Investigating Unit into COVID-19 funds. Today, the provincial government is implementing the SIU recommendations. We are also supporting the SIU where investigations are still going on. At least 5 officials are facing internal disciplinary processes in this regard. 1 former official is facing criminal investigation. We are sending a strong message to all those in the public service who are prone to commit corruption, fraud, and maladministration to avoid being on the wrong side of the law. We are well on track, Madam Speaker, in restoring corporate governance and improving financial administration in Limpopo. Sustained audit improvements over this period attest to our commitment to clean governance. In 2021-2022 alone, Limpopo provincial government attained 4 clean audit opinions. We have also received 9 unqualified audit opinions, while only two government departments remained qualified. No disclaimer, no adverse, and nothing. Our immediate task is to sustain the quality of these audit outcomes, implement all audit action plans, and ensure that we move Limpopo towards a clean audit status. The latest audit results by the Auditor General in local government also show an improvement trajectory. We have come a long way since the days of adverse and disclaimer audit opinions. We dare never go back. Out of the 27 municipalities, 2 received clean audit opinions, 13 received unqualified audit opinions, 11 received qualified, and only 1, just 1, had a disclaimer audit opinion. No adverse. Let me therefore take this opportunity to congratulate the Capricorn and Waterberg District Municipality and Tate Matabore. He's getting it for the second time. Tate Matabore and Me Mamidi Pitefu. And all municipalities that attained unqualified audit opinions. We want you to improve that to clean. Nevertheless, I am particularly concerned, honorable members, about the Mopani District Municipality, which is the only one that received disclaimer audit opinion for the second time in a row. And I have therefore instructed MEC for Coxton to intervene and assist the municipality. It's not always the case that you should fire people. Sometimes you come with corrective action. Honorable members, we are confident that we have stabilized the provincial government. This was confirmed by Auditor General when she said, and listen carefully, this is not us, it's the Auditor General herself. The province improved its overall audit outcomes over the 3 years since the previous administration. The province improved its compliance with the laws and regulations over the administration period with 12 auditees, which represent 71%, having material non-compliance findings in 2021-22, compared to the 16 auditees, which is 94% in 2018-2019. We find it encouraging that the improved compliance translated into a notable reduction in irregular expenditure incurred, close quote. That is the Auditor General who says that. Asichupu Matavata. I would also want to welcome the Cabinet decision to adopt the framework of the professionalization of the public sector. I would also want to welcome the cabinet decision to adopt the framework of the professionalization of the public service. We accordingly commit ourselves to implementing this framework. We equally call upon municipalities to embrace this effort to professionalize this sphere of government. The call for professionalization of public service will help us intensify good governance. Honorable members and distinguished guests, during the State of the Province address last year, we committed our provincial departments and municipalities to play a leading role in executing the district development model. We are pleased with the progress regarding the implementation of this model, especially the alignment of plans in Limpopo. And we want to say to you, honorable members, that in this province, all the district municipalities have adopted the DDM approach. Madam Speaker, sports, arts, and culture are key drivers towards building unity and social cohesion. In the year under review, Banyana Banyana won the Women's Africa Cup of Nations of 2022. Once again, we congratulate the entire team for having made South Africa proud. That winning team, which is worth noting, that winning team included 6 players from Limpopo, from this province. We therefore could not miss the opportunity of hosting them, welcoming them back to the heartland of Southern Africa, the home of the baobab tree in South Africa, Limpopo. In the same wavelength, we will not tire from celebrating the achievements of our legendary Bakekolo, a football team from Limpopo comprising grandmothers up to the age of 84. They have gained international recognition. Probably, this could be an indicator of where the players from, in Banyana Banyana from Limpopo comes from. Similarly, Limpopo has seen an increase in football clubs participating in the Premier Soccer League and National First Division. There are 7 teams in the 2 Apex leagues from Limpopo province. This progress has made imperative the development of FIFA-compliant stadia and hospitality sector facilities in our districts. Honorable members, let me also take this opportunity to congratulate the sons and daughters of this province who continue to place on the map, especially in the field of arts and culture. Place this province on the map. We congratulate our daughter, Ndavi Nokeri, the reigning Miss South Africa, who went to contest for Miss Universe last year. Nokeri hails from Tzaneen, and she follows after illustrious daughters of the soil. Former Miss South Africa, Bokang Munchani, former Miss South Africa, Shudufatso Msida, and all from our beautiful province. We are also excited about our super musicians who continue to wow the world with their storytelling music. When King Munada won the best song of the year with his song Ayekwa, on Tobela FM, In the same vein, we saw our national Rakgadi, Makazi, collaborating with King Penny Penny, who's my guest today. Welcome. With a powerful song, Milandu Be. Milandu Be on Palapala FM and Mogana Lonene FM. The Idols 18 closed the curtain last year. The whole South Africa came to a standstill when Thapelo Mlum became the Idols 18 winner. Thapelo Mlum comes from Bakenberg. On the other hand, we continue to be entertained through wedding songs such as Molita Israel Garobal. By our very own pleasure, Ramadi Major Peta. I can't forget to remember her signature song, which is also the love of my heart. That song, which says, Honorable Squatty, Kilorile naloe, raperi palamunan, Kilorile naloe, raperi palamunan. Thank you very much. Ralewa, pleasure. If I'm not mistaken, Pleasure is also part of the audience. Are you here, Pleasure? Welcome. I am pleased that some of them are here and are my guests of honor in this special sitting today. It is my singular honor and privilege to acknowledge all of them and say to them, Limpopo loves you. Madam Speaker, honorable members, distinguished guests, when we said that Limpopo shall rise, it was like a myth. However, today we are seeing tangible and meaningful progress unfolding. We are like the trunk of a baobab tree whose multi-purpose bark is a friend to a hunter, a friend to a builder, and a companion to a woman who has come to collect firewood. Its bark produces strings that tie multiplicity of items. Whilst the baobab may look like it is temporary bleeding, in no time it regenerates and allows the whole tree to continue producing fruits and shade in scorching summer. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we are like a baobab tree. With these few words, I'd like to thank you, Ndando.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We shall now call upon The Honorable Deputy Speaker to give vote of thanks and some announcement.
Papata Matso. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Stroke, I'm just reclaiming back my colors from you. Well, I'm reclaiming. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. It is a privilege for me to convey appreciations on behalf of Limpopo Legislature to all our guests, as acknowledged by you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Premier. Roli Wangamanda, Mulaedza. We are very happy today, Honorable Speaker, that indeed this SOPA is a very special one, given the fact that since 2020, we are not gathering like this. Over 2020, rarisa ko gathering ngendila. Rar komisa ubona ziroko zavudi, rar komisa ubona ziembe zaunaka, ngoralo. We were also missing the shining helmets. Thank you very much. It is indeed all things bright and beautiful. We want to appreciate you, Honorable Speaker, for giving guidance to this process. We really appreciate. We also want to appreciate the Honorable Premier for providing political direction. We really appreciate you, Honorable Premier. We can do better by clapping hands once more. We also want to appreciate members of the legislature, even the new members of the legislature. You are welcome, Honorable Mapolo, to the legislature. We are welcoming you now. You can make member statements after we have welcomed you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We also want to appreciate the Executive Mayor of Capricorn District, the Executive Mayor of Polokwane Municipality for hosting us in this auspicious event. We want to give thanks to all the honorable members for participating in this event. The legislature team, led by the guidance of the Secretary, Mr. Simon Mutwa, in the preparatory committee, would also like to appreciate all the backroom staff that has been working very well to ensure that this event becomes successful. On announcement, Madam Speaker, after this session, there will be a photo shoot outside. As we go outside, the honorable members, the Premier, the Speaker, and honorable members will be guided by the protocol officers as we go outside so that they guide us in terms of taking pictures. I can see Honorable Managa is ready to take a picture as we go there. We must also note that the luncheon for all the guests gathered here will be served at Bolivia Lodge, and the lunch for the public outside will be served here at Jack Bottas Hall. Thank you very much, and thanks for attending these auspicious events. Erkoribu Amanda, we thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. This House is adjourned to Tuesday, 28 February 2023 at 10 hours in the Libuakhomo Legislative Chamber. Thank you.
Okay.